Welcome to Spark Up Conversation Roundtable. On the next frontier, reimagining Thailand and Nepal economic cooperation. The economic relations between Thailand and Nepal can be considered now quite limited. The value of trade between the two countries was just above 100 million USD. And in terms of investment, there's no record of Nepali investment in Thailand. And on the other hand, there is just below 1 million USD of Thai investment in Nepal. So this is the reality we are trying to improve right now. And by the end of the session, we hope to come up with some ideas that can help us improve the reality we are facing at the moment. Firstly, we have Swaicha Rana, Manager of Financial Resource Management at Global IME Bank, the largest bank in terms of operation in Nepal. Welcome.
Thank you.
Secondly, we have Prativa Gurung, Go-to-Market and Strategic Partnership Director, South Asia Region from Bhat-Bhateni Superstore, the largest retailer in Nepal. So welcome again.
Thank you.
Last but not least, we have also been joined by an important academic voice, Ms. Apeckshya Shah, Head of Department and Assistant Professor from Central Department of International Relations and Diplomacy at Tribhuvan University. So thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
May I start with you, Swaicha?
Yeah, sure.
You are from a banking sector, a
Right.
very important sector in Nepali economy.
Right.
So as a banker, what kind of economic future you are seeing right now?
Like you said earlier, anybody would have expected a very, very strong relationship with Thailand by now because we have a strong relationship. But when we talk about other things, like you talked about trade and everything, we aren't doing much in that area. But the tourism is really booming. So we have. I see a very good future in tourism because a lot of people from Nepal they've always traveled to Thailand, and a few Thai people are also coming to Nepal. If you see that, um, as a bank, we can facilitate certain products and services for them. Like, for example, when people are going to Thailand, they can take our exchange facilities where they can take the limits, the dollars that Nepal Rashtra Bank has set a limit at. Along with that, they can take, if they want to take it in cash, they can take it in cash. Otherwise, they can take it as a card. They can book their hotels, do their shopping from their cards. Another thing that they can do is like they can, if they want to take out cash in Thailand, then they can use our card to take out cash. This is just in the travel part, but we also see that a lot of students are going to Thailand for higher education, and that is also one area where I see it expanding. So for them, we can always provide. They can send their money through SWIFT or through a flywire, which most of the universities they prefer to send. We can also see the IT sector booming in Thailand. For any sector booming for foreign employment, you have to have a very secured and safe remittance services. So because we have a direct tie-up, like we have a correspondent relationship with Siam Commercial Bank, anybody they can send, if they have an account in Nepal, they can send their funds or their hard-earned money directly to their account here in Nepal.
I think this is precisely what we need for the more prosperous future between Thailand and Nepal. So in terms of making the formal channel of, Nepal right now has some restriction on the transaction of money to be transferred outside of Nepal.
Right.
So in order to make it right and make it more sustainable, so we need to go through the formal channel, which
Exactly.
I think Global IME is also providing
Right.
services. And in the future, in terms of travel facilitations, it will help a lot more as the numbers of Nepali people traveling to Thailand has increased over years.
Yes, it has.
Right? So Nepal is working tirelessly to balance between the two giant neighboring countries, of course, India and China. In this context, Thailand is very far away in Southeast Asia, say more than 2,000 kilometers from here. Do you think Thailand is even important in terms of foreign policies and in the eyes of foreign policy makers?
Given Nepal's landlocked status, almost all countries seem very distant, barring our neighbors, and especially when it comes to connectivity and trade. And when we talk about our economy is still very India centric. So even our relationship with China, though politically very important, has not translated into major benefits. But at the same time, we should not forget Nepal is the oldest sovereign in South Asia, and it shares has maintained very close ties across the region. Although it might not fully translate or it does not show in economic ties, and Nepal Thailand can be a great example of that. Nepal Thailand relation is not only modern diplomacy, it is also rooted in cultural and religious links, especially Buddhism. The relations shared between the two countries, even geographically distant, shows that countries can have meaningful bonds grounded in shared values and mutual respect. And in modern times, Nepal and Thailand relations have been further strengthened through diplomatic engagement and participation in multilateral platforms. But the truth is, the right policy frameworks are missing. And even though the relationships were established back in 1959, and there's always been a very good intention to further the relations, it has been very slow and incremental. One symbolic milestone actually came in 1968 when direct Kathmandu Bangkok flight was established, even before Nepal opened its embassy, and that is very significant. It was one of the first international air connectivity for Nepal. I think Delhi must have been first, and then it must have been Bangkok. So, and it was not just about travel. It was about opening the door to people connection, cultural exchanges, and greater mobility. But however, still after decades, like you mentioned, the trade and commerce is still very limited. I think you had mentioned that the trade is still hovering around $100 million. Yeah, and that too heavily in Thailand's favor, right? There's a big trade deficit. So yes, of course, it's valid to ask that why the progress has been so slow. And I mainly see three reasons. The first would be Nepal's policy bandwidth. We're a small country. We do not have much bandwidth to manage too many external relations. I think India, China, and the US and some European countries like UK and so on take most of the space. So countries like Southeast Asia, and especially Thailand, might have not received attention also because of the lack of bandwidth. Second is, of course, institutional capacity. We do not have that much of institutional capacity to negotiate multiple trade agreements with multiple partners. That does seem to be changing now. And I think the third, of course, is from the Thailand perspective. Nepal might not be seen as a very competitive market, a very small economy, right, compared to Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, or even, of course, compared to India. So the challenge is not about goodwill, right? Because the relationship have been maintained for so long. It is about strategy, capacity, and prioritization. But Nepal does not need to compete with other regional actors. Nepal can focus on sectoral niches where the country has comparative advantage, and that could work out for the benefit of the both countries. And I think the first, the top three areas that I think we can look into when it comes to Nepal, Thailand is definitely the Buddhist and cultural angle, right? Buddha was born in Nepal. Thailand is one of the most vibrant Buddhist countries in the world, and I think there's something that the two countries can work towards that, and there's a lot of prospect in that. And the other two, I think, would be something like herbs and medicine, right? I think Nepal's rich herbal resources combined with Thailand's processing and marketing expertise could go a long way in creating, in sort of contributing in the global wellness arena. And third could be soft connectivity, IT, education, like medical tourism, as mentioned. I think the two countries could sort of look into how they can sort of formalize frameworks to that end. And I think if the two countries turn their goodwill because there's already a diplomatic base, I think they can really build on a very strong economic relations as they move forward. Thank you.
Okay, so there are so many potentials there, right? Then what you are suggesting, I'm trying to understand what you are suggesting. You will try to prioritize the gaps that's still missing right now, that Nepal should aim for niche markets, not just only for the markets that huge competitions are there already. So
Mostly engaging multilaterally. So BIMSTEC and all of that is prioritized, but that might not get much result because multilateral initiatives takes time to deliver. So I think what is very important is engage multilaterally, but build bilaterally, right? So bilateral engagement is crucial to having meaningful multilateral engagement also. So Nepal and Thailand need to expand their bilateral engagement, which do seem to be happening from this year onwards.
So when it comes to the perception of the people, I think we need to learn from you, Prativa.
I hope I can give some insight, but yes.
Sure, you can. You can. So, based on your experience handling with products from different countries, I think you know well what kind of products are doing good in Nepali market. What kind of future do you see right now in terms of Thailand and Nepal economic relations, based on the popularity of certain products? You may speak from the perspective of a retailer that that certain kinds of Thai products are popular right now in Nepal, but then it's not just that. Some other products can also hold long-term potential in Nepali markets as well.
Our customers view Thai products in a premium manner. So it is very much preferred by our customers. And like Swaicha mentioned earlier, maybe because Thailand is one of the first tourist destinations for our customers. So they see a lot of, when they go out and then when they go to Thailand and they see a lot of brands, and then we have had customers come back like recently, I don't know, and I'm sure you have noticed that we have had a lot of new brands that are being introduced at Bhat-Bhateni, like Thai brands. And also looking at customers' basket, that Thai products have a very good fan base here. Customers are not just buying products as to chase trends, but in fact, it is being a part of their daily essential. So I'm just going to break down into a few brands so that it's more specific. I think one of the first categories that I'd like to speak about is obviously the first, food. Obviously, it's very popular. We have products like Tong Garden, which is very popular, and then it's been in our store for a really long time. And Hanami prawn crackers, I think it goes back all the way to our childhood. Snacks. Mostly snacks, but also like there's curry paste and then like coconut milk. And I feel like actually I'm just going to share one example.
Okay, please.
I don't know if you guys are aware, we, in collaboration with Thai Embassy, we recently hosted Bhat-Bhateni Thai Fair. The Thai Embassy was kind enough to prepare food, like Thai food, and it was tasted. It was presented to our customers. We did this at 3 of our branches, stores, and a lot of customers got to try Thai food, authentic Thai food that was being hosted by Thai Embassy. And 50% of the customers' question was, "Oh, अब यो खाना कहाँ खाने हामीले यस्तो खालको खाना?" Translating into, where do we get this kind of food? So I feel like doing activities like this can actually encourage customers to not just like make Thai foods and occasional. The Thai food is very similar, like the curries and everything. Nepali taste. It's spicy. It's sweet. So I think in food, I feel like there's still a lot you can do in terms of like if you can introduce recipes, or if there's more like food tasting happens, then I feel like there's still penetration that can happen. But like you mentioned, snacks. I think Thailand is very ahead in terms of like innovation, even in snacks department. Like for instance, we were just talking about how there's this one brand, Taukinoi seaweed. Uh, One of the reasons why we imported that product was like during one of my first visits to Thailand, I saw a lot of people, a lot of tourists buying this product at Big C. I'm sure you know Big C. It is one of the supermarket chains in Thailand. I saw a lot of tourists buying this product in bulk. And we were like, okay, what is this brand? And we got into it, and then we decided to bring this over because we thought, we only had one more other brand that we sell, and that's from Korea. The seaweed brand, and fortunately it worked really well. It is one of our most loved brands. So these are the food department, and I feel like I've already talked about what can be done to fill in more gaps. I think I can talk on and on about this, the potential, but the second shift that I want to do is in beauty department. So I've been dealing with a lot of beauty brands from Thailand, like Cathedral, Baby Bride. So these are Carmarts. It's been a little over a year since we started importing the Thai beauty brands. And it has been received well by our customers. Actually, one of the concepts that went behind bringing beauty brands, Thai beauty brand was, Thailand, we all know that Thailand is a very hot country. And we were like, and one of the first products that we brought was Mizumi sunscreen. It was actually recommended by one of the famous dermatologists here in Nepal. And we were like, okay, if she's using it, it must be good. One was that. And second one was, if, Thailand formulation, if it is, since it's being made to weather that kind of humid weather, and our thinking was if it does well in that weather, then it will definitely do good in our part of the Nepali climate. And fortunately, obviously, it has been received well by our customers. And I feel like there's more you can do in beauty department.
So I think there are three main products categories from Thailand available at Bhat-Bhateni right now. So snacks, food ingredients, and also
There's one more.
Sorry.
There's one more.
And Thai beauty.
Thai beauty, but I feel like something that has more potential. I'll just point out two more categories.
Yeah,
Is that
sure,
okay?
sure.
I have
Please.
time.
Please.
Yeah. So another category that I want to talk about is beverage.
Okay.
This is coconut water, and this is where I see potential. Future potential. We already have multiple brands, like we have Tipco Juice, we have Mali, we have Marigold, all these Thai brands that does really well. And I feel like because these brands, they're reputed brands, right? So our customers, they already come to buy specific brands because we have 27 stores, and out of these 27 stores, there's about six or seven stores where customers are brand specific. So if a customer walks in, he or she wants a particular brand. So for these customers, or even for everybody, I feel like why can't we just make our own Tipco here with Thai formulation, the expertise, manufacturing depth, and I think that will cut back on the accessibility part, like the supply chain issue. I wish we had juice now that I have kids. I have banned my kids. At least they don't drink in front of me, but they can drink soda. So I have to at least, let them win in some ways, or I let them have juice. But it's very tricky that we don't have like juice brand. We have like Tipco juice, very available in very small packet, because obviously it's expensive and not everybody can likes paying that amount of money. So right now I think we have gap in that, like kids juice brand. And I feel like if we have light manufacturing plant of juice set up here, I think it would work a lot in our favor. And the second part, I have another one which is very interesting. I think everybody likes Thai balm, the inhalers.
Okay.
Yeah.
As a retailer, I think, and this was one of the things that I've said in the past as well, every time I go to Thailand, I'm always like, oh my God, I wish this was available back in Bhat-Bhateni. I wish this was available. So I only see opportunities, but obviously we have to understand our limitations as well. So if we work in terms of like the pricing, supply, and the format, I feel like a lot more can be achieved. And that hundreds US dollars, million dollars can go up when you said our transaction, it can definitely go up.
So in this round, we learned a lot about the transactions part, the payment services that have been provided by Global IMB Bank that can facilitate the travelers from Nepal to Thailand in the future. And I believe that the number of people traveling to Thailand will increase a
Absolutely.
lot in the future, because I'm experiencing it myself by handling the visa
Oh, right.
personally. So I know the number is growing. And then we also learned about the policy frameworks that we may have to engage in multilateral interactions, but then we should prioritize on building frameworks or more concrete frameworks in bilateral manner, right? And also from you, we learned that there are so many potentials of Thai products
Of course.
in Nepal.
Mhm.
They are available here already, and people are getting to like it more. So in the future, of course, if we are bringing more Thai products in Nepal, and even if we can also bring Thai Nepali products to Thailand, yeah, it will be even much better, because only in that future that our mutual interests have been secure. So the economic relation between the two countries, I think well, can only sustain that way when both parties benefit from it. So thank you very much for
Thank you.
joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
It's wonderful.
Right. And thank you for our audience for staying with us until the end. So until next time, keep sparkling up conversations. Thank you. สวัสดีครับ